Right. Hello world, this is Prince Sefa-Boakye and I'm in the city of San Diego, California, sitting here at Seaport Village. And today I once again have a special guest, Raptivist Aki Kharmicel, who has got his own website up, www.releaseakikharmicel.com. And the reason and the purpose for this video is that this man is deep when it comes to what he sees in the world. And I figured that we need to have a weekly session to talk about his ideas and how he believes can really make a difference in the world. So today, I think last week we talked about the color green, and what I was really enthralled with is how some people perceive color green as a negative versus a positive. And he just went off on the back, and I said, yo, we need to get this on record. So today's topic is the color green. So let me just kind of show you how it happened. So I asked him, what's his favorite color? And he says the color is green. I said, well, my favorite color is green is because it means prosperity, it means health and growing. And then I said, but it also can mean envy, greed. And then he went off into a tangent saying about envy and greed. So you want to talk about that?
Sure. Let me say this. I got this wristband here.
Right.
It says, I know it's backwards, but it says love more, and then it says judge less. What I feel like my man don't do the right thing. Love, hate. But anyways, this is pretty profound. You know, we were just talking about this before the camera started rolling. This wristband represents those with mental disabilities. There's a lot of famous people who have mental disabilities. But for you out there, the viewers, don't think that you're immune to not having a mental disability, because even when you're feeling sad and blue, that's a chemical imbalance too in your mind. So don't be so judgmental.
Right.
Dig? From schizophrenia to mild depression, that's a mental disability. But if you don't suffer from it, you probably will eventually. And the whole point is to love more and to judge less. And with that said, the color green.
Right.
Now, I like the color green for many different reasons. I mean, number one, it's a beautiful color. It has many different shades and hues, you know. Generally speaking, when you think of the color green, you think of life, you think of growth, prosperity, and the manifestation of money, I guess, which is the monetary thing. That's cool.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm not materialistic, but I know the significance and importance of having the almighty quote-unquote dollar. But there's another thing also, another reason why I like the color green. You know, there was a famous frog. His name is Kermit the Frog, right? And his biggest hit was a song called It Ain't Easy Being Green. And if you don't believe me, if you don't know who Kermit the Frog is, Google it. Yeah. And the song's pretty deep, you know what I mean? I've always, you know, when I watch the Muppets, I always liked Kermit. You know what I mean? I always kind of related to that dude. And he's a frog, you know? And he had this love, and I would say even really this unconditional love for this pig, Miss Piggy. That's a whole nother story. I'm not gonna go on into that right now, but Kermit the Frog, you know, that song reminds me, you know, like of me. You know what I'm saying? It ain't easy being green, you know. Sometimes people prejudge you for being different. You know what I mean?
That's true.
But you know what? The frog is a very profound animal. I'm not gonna go too deep because of limited time, but I will say this, man. You know, I think there's some kind of princess story about a frog or something like that, where the princess is supposed to kiss the frog and then he turns into a prince, you know.
Let's just know that I'm not a frog, okay? So at least you know.
I'm the frog. He's the prince. I'm the frog.
But there's no kissing whatsoever. So.
Ladies, kiss me. You know, be a princess, kiss me. Hopefully, I'll turn into a prince like this brother here. And then there's another animal. This animal's a little bit different than the frog. This animal is called the tortoise. Now, I have a lot of respect for the tortoise, you know. Amongst all the other animals that I know of, the tortoise is one of the few that can live to be like up to 400 years old or even older. Very patient animal. Some say he's a slow animal. But slow sometimes just means patience. To me, it doesn't mean that your thinking capacity is slow. As far as the subject of envy, I mean, that just seems like another misconception. Putting a particular kind of negative attribute.
Why is that?
On the color green, just like Kermit the Frog said, it ain't easy. Because evidently he must have suffered from some prejudgment. People looked at him and they prejudged him.
Right.
I mean, you know, I know some people, right? I would call them sellouts. You know, I do music, right? I like to consider myself a grassroots kind of person. Another reference to green. You know, where I reflect the people, the populace. Aki Kharmicel, as an individual, represents the masses as a whole. Because I am you and you are me. You know what I'm saying? The more that you get to know me, the more that you'll relate to me on a personal level and see how much we are very alike. But I know some people that are in the industry and they have the nerve to think that their brother Aki is coveting them because I'm not currently at the status of popularity as they, or they think in their minds that I don't have the monetary, you know, I don't have as much bread that they got, as much green that they have. So they assume in their minds, oh, you're just jealous of me, Ak. You know what I'm saying? But you know what, man? When you green, homie, when you full of this much life and love, you don't have no space in your heart to have for anybody. You know what I'm saying? Right. The Most High is the provider. You know what I mean? I mean, just look at the trees, how they grow and blossom. You think they covered any other tree? The kind of fruits that they bear when they got their own fruits that they're bearing?
Hey, that's true.
I guarantee you, if I'm a tree, I'm going to bear some very good, juicy, luscious, prosperous fruit. But anybody who wants to accuse me of anything, maybe they're the ones guilty of that which they're accusing of, right? And maybe the fruit that they bear is bitter fruit. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel you, man. Yeah.
So, it ain't easy being green, but you know what? When you self-contained and you full of this much life, you know, I only got lessons to give. I only got life, love and life to give. Right. You know what I mean? Shade for the wayfarer, fruit for the hungry. You dig?
I dig that. Hey, man.
That green life.
I want to end it.
Go green. And yeah, my man's about to end it, but I want to say this to all my brethren, all my fam in the hood. I live in Southeast San Diego, right? To all my brethren in the hood, go green. Get you a bicycle. Yeah, you can get you a bicycle and catch the trolley, get you a trolley bus pass for a month, save a whole lot of money. You can still have a vehicle. You can have you a big gas guzzler. But if you have that, save a whole lot of chickens. Go green. It's easier than being green than you think. Peace out and dubs.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Aki, for so much, for your time and your words. I mean, I'm telling you, every week I'm going to sit down with this man. We're going to talk some really, deep stuff. So until next time, guys, be good and stay classy.
Word.